Hi everyone, it's Romina. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be testing out these powders from Amazon. They're white powders, but they can transform your manicure depending on the base color. So these are the powders. The brand is All Starry. They're white chrome powders. There are 4 containers in the box and they're color shifting. The one that I got was the chameleon, but you also have many other options to choose from. So here's the box. It comes with 4 nail powders inside, and it has the instruction at the back on how to use it with gel, but I'm going to show you that you don't need gel, that you can use it with regular polish. So when you first look at them, they don't look like much. They don't have much color, but you can see a little bit of an undertone in each one of them. It's very hard to know which one is which, so I put these numbers at the back so I could differentiate them. And I'm going to be testing them out over different colors on the press-on nails. So first I'm going to start with black. This is Essie Licorice, and I've applied 2 coats of this base color, and then I'm just going to wait a little bit to let it dry before applying the powder. I'm gonna be testing all the powders in the order of the numbers. So this is the powder number 1, and it's a little bit greenish from what we can see so far. Just try to make sure that the base color is completely dry before you put the powder on top, otherwise it's gonna smudge. And here's the result. So after you scrub it very carefully, you're gonna see that there is a green color, but it has also some shades of purple on the sides. The next color has a little bit of a blue base and a little bit purple. So this one is a little bit different from the first one that we saw. If you look at them, the containers look very similar, but under the light, you could see the undertone that corresponds to that powder. So here it is, a blue with a little bit of purple tint, super beautiful. Now the third color is gonna be a little bit more on the turquoise side, between blue and green. It's a very beautiful color. Just try to make sure that the powder is completely dispersed throughout the nail, because if you don't rub it too much, it's gonna look a little bit more shimmery than actually chrome. And here's the 4th color, which is the one that's a little bit different from all the rest. This is more of a rose gold color, super beautiful as well. This is how it looks over black, but you can try it out in any base, and I'm gonna show you how it's gonna change later in this video. So just make sure that you remove the excess. I use a fluffy makeup brush to do that, so you can leave it with a smooth finish. And here I've applied water-based top coat over all of them, and you can see the effect that is given to the nails, which is completely chrome, super beautiful, and all the colors are actually very different from one another. So beautiful result. Now moving on to my next test. This is a white base. This is Mooncat White Rabbit, and I've also applied 2 coats and let it dry, but making sure that it's a little bit tacky so the powder can stick to it. So this is the first powder. As you can see, it elevates a lot the look of the plain white, and this is called glazed nails or something like that. It's also a trend that people would like to do in white nails or neutral bases, so these powders also could look very good in a neutral base. And this is the second powder. As you can see, there's no much difference between each other here when you see them separately, but after this clip I'm gonna show you all the tests next to each other, and you can see how the undertone of the powder really shows up. So you can actually have a lot of options to do with these manicures, and they really look very sophisticated. Here are all the 4 tests next to each other, and as you can see, there's a big difference that might not be very visible in camera, but it is in real life. Now for my next test, I'm gonna be using color nail polish with 2 coats as well. I'm using here Mooncat Technicolor Dreams collection, some of them just 4 polishes from that collection, and you can see them here with 2 coats without any top coat. So just make sure that it's they're fully dry but a little bit tacky before putting the powder on. So I tried to match every powder with their undertone, so I will put the polish that represent the most the color in the powder. So you can see here that it really elevates the color. It doesn't look super different, but it's a great way that you could modify your manicures and give them a little bit of a twist. If you prefer solid colors without stamping or nail art, this is a great way that they can look really beautiful with a little bit of art on them, or simply a little bit more sophisticated for the night or for the summer. This looks also great under the sunlight. So I think these patterns give you a lot of options. These are just 4 colors, but you can try them out with as many as you want and you will get always a different result. So here you can see the 4 colors. They're really shimmery, a little bit chromy, pearly look, and I really like these patterns. I think they are very versatile and you can use them in a lot of nail art. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.